It's so good to see you. And for those of you that are new here, my name is Dolores, and I'm better known as the Baking Diva. Well, today it's Saturday, and tomorrow is Father's Day. So the family has decided this year to go out to a restaurant. We're going to a nice restaurant not too far from my home. We're all going to meet there, and then I've invited everyone back here afterwards for dessert. So I thought, you know what, I want to make something maybe special. We'll have a few different desserts, but something a little bit different. So I decided to use my air fryer and to make air fryer fried ice cream. That's right. Have you ever had fried ice cream? It's very popular. I think Chinese or Japanese cooking, they say that's where it originated. And in the United States, it was populated by the Mexican chain restaurant Chi-Chi's. That's right. This is why it's kind of always associated with Mexican cuisine. Well, if you've never had fried ice cream, what does it taste like? Well, it tastes like ice cream with a crispy coating. Melts a little bit faster than regular ice cream when you're eating it. And you can top it with several different things, which I'll show you later. So, it's easy to make, but you have to have a little patience because there is a couple of steps involved. So what I'm planning on doing is I'm planning to make it tonight. I'm going to keep it in the freezer overnight. And then tomorrow, right before we're ready to have it, I'll show you in real time how I fry it in the air fryer. So, sounds good to you? Let me tell you, they're delicious. So what do you say we get started? Let's get started. And I should tell you, if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, I'd love to have you just hit that little notification bell and the subscribe down below, and that's it. And you'll just get notified the next time I have a video up and you won't miss anything. All right, well, what are you gonna need for fried ice cream? Well, you're going to need ice cream. And I like to use vanilla ice cream. I guess that's because when you order it in a restaurant, it's usually made with vanilla ice cream, but that doesn't mean you can't make it with another flavor. But I'm gonna make it with the vanilla. I'm gonna stick to that. So what do you need? Well, of course you need ice cream. So I have 2 containers here of vanilla ice cream. I bought what was on sale. And this is Turkey Hill homemade vanilla ice cream. You can buy any brand you want. Now, I'm gonna have about 11 people here for dessert. So I'll probably, wanna make that many. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to use a muffin tin. This is a 12-well muffin tin. Some people like to make this on maybe a cookie sheet, but take my advice, it's much better to make it in the muffin tin at first because it doesn't move all around and one doesn't go into another. They're all separated that way. And the secret to this is before you air fry it, everything has to be cold, your ice cream. Cold, cold, cold. So, next we're going to need an ice cream scoop. And I'm going to do this in parts. So this is part 1. Part 1 is take your muffin tin and take your ice cream. I'm going to open that up. Now what I want to do is I want to scoop out with my scooper about a cup full of ice cream, and I'm going to put it in each one of these wells. You don't have to worry that it's perfectly round because as we get to step 2 and 3, you'll see how we make the round balls out of it. This is going to be so delicious. So anyway, let me get started on that. So I'm going to just scoop out a nice scoop of ice cream like this, and I'm going to put it right inside the well, just like that. Let me hold it up. But one thing you have to remember to do, move quickly, because you're dealing with ice cream that melts fast. So I'm going to get one into each of these wells of the muffin tin. And then I'm going to put this in my freezer for about an hour, because you have to make sure that these are frozen and nice and cold. So move quickly, and I'm going to put it in the freezer, and I'll be back in about an hour when I take them out of the freezer and show you what we do next. So come on back. Hey everyone, well I'm back and I'm ready for part 2. Are you? All right, I took the ice cream out of the freezer. It was in there for a while. And I'm going to move quickly because the ice cream melts quickly. I'm going to take flour. I have maybe about a cup of flour. And I'm going to put some of it on my cutting board here. And I'll leave some of it in the dish. Now what we want to do is we want to take out each one of these and roll it in the flour and then put it back in there. Now these are not as hard as I would like. And this happens a lot when I buy ice cream. And I investigated it, and it says that your ice cream is hard or soft due to the amount of air that's whipped into the mixture before it was frozen. So it depends on, I guess, whoever makes your ice cream. So this is not going to be super hard, but I'm going to take it out. And what I want to do now, and I have gloves on because this is a little messy, I just want to roll it in the flour. It does work, but you have to move quickly because you don't want the ice cream to melt. Just mold it into a ball with your hand and coat it with flour just like this, okay? And I'm going to put it right back in there because they're going to go back into the freezer. So let me do this, okay? Roll it in the flour, you see, because it needs to be hard. Otherwise, you're not going to be able to roll it. And this is where you can form it into a nice ball. There we go. And you can also put it in the bowl, too. Whichever's easier. Works pretty well both ways. But you got to move quick. And I'm using a spoon to dig it out of there. Get it onto the flour. And make it into a ball. That's why I have the gloves on. Look how messy your hands would be. And roll it in the flour. So I'm going to do the rest of these off camera. I'm putting this back into the freezer for probably another hour. And then we'll come back and we'll do part 3. So stay tuned. Okay, so while the ice cream balls that are coated in the flour are in the freezer, we're going to go on to step 3. So what are you going to need? Well, how about a box of Cinnamon Toast Crunch cereal? So I'm going to open this up. I have a Ziploc bag, whoopsie, and I have my rolling pin. And I'm going to crush these babies up. Now, if you don't want to do it that way, that's fine. You can use a food processor, or you can use, your Ninja or whatever. But I'm going to put them in a bag now. And I'm going to beat them with my rolling pin. Now, you may see this recipe made by some people with Kellogg's Corn Flakes and all. And that's fine, but then you have to put in cinnamon sugar and whatnot. Since they came out with this cereal, so much better. I'm going to have to stand for this one. Because you don't have to add anything to it. Whoops, there, here we go. In we go. All right. Come on, let's go. Put them in my bag. Here we go. The large size Cinnamon Toast Crunch box. Alrighty, let me put this down here. So let me seal this, the air out of it. And I'm going to start rolling with my rolling pin till I get these all crushed up. Okay, so I'm going to continue doing this. And then when I'm done crushing these, I'm going to take about 4 eggs. And and I'm going to put the egg whites in this bowl. So I will have egg whites, and I'll have my crushed Cinnamon Crunch Toast cereal. These are going to be so delicious. Look how easy it is to do. Turn the bag around. You don't want to leave them too big. You want to get them nice and crushed because they're going to be covering the ice cream balls. And that's what's going to make these crunchy. All right, this is looking pretty good already. All right, I'm liking it. Love this wooden rolling pin. All right, I think that's all ready. Okay, yeah, that looks pretty good. All right, move that aside. And then I'm going to take about 4 eggs because I want the egg whites. Right, so let me crack the egg. Go. So I just want my whites. All right. So I'm going to do 4 of these. You can use your yolks for something else. Whoopsie. Get that out of there. You may ask, why do I need these egg whites? Because they help the Cinnamon Toast Crunch to stick better onto the ice cream. So I'm mixing this up. I have these all crushed up. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and retrieve my ice cream balls that were dipped in the flour from the freezer. So stay tuned, I'll be right back with those. So here I have my egg whites, I have my crushed up Cinnamon Toast Crunch, and I just took my balls of ice cream out of the freezer. So I'm going to take out one of the balls, just like that. I'm going to dip it and just get it covered quickly, you got to move fast, with the egg white. And then I'm going to put it, just like this, I hope you can see it, right in the Cinnamon Toast Crunch. And you want to press the crushed cereal onto this so that it stays, you want to get this ball all covered. You have to move quickly because unfortunately, don't get real hard in the freezer. I think it's the consistency of the ice cream. I have a cookie sheet here, and I'm going to, I put a piece of parchment paper on it, and I'm going to now put each of these coated ice cream balls onto my cookie sheet. There you go. And I am going to keep these in my freezer overnight. This way they'll be nice and chilled. And then you're going to come back and spend some time with me in the morning on Father's Day. Well, not in the morning, in the afternoon on Father's Day, when we fry these in the air fryer and we serve them. Because these get fried right before you're ready to eat them. Enjoying this fryer? If you're enjoying this air fryer fried ice cream recipe, don't forget to come back so you can see me when I cook them in the air fryer and how delicious they come out. And also don't forget to subscribe so you see another recipe that I have coming up soon. So let me finish this off camera and I'll see you tomorrow. Stay tuned. Okay, everybody, I'm back. It's the next day. It's Father's Day. Happy Father's Day. And I took the ice cream balls out of the freezer. They're all coated. You got to move fast with this because you don't want anything to melt. Now, I preheated my air fryer for 5 minutes on 400 degrees. So I'm going to take out the basket and I'm going to put a piece of aluminum foil in here that I poked a few holes in with a toothpick. It just makes it a lot easier to clean. All right, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take one of these ice cream balls and I'm going to put it in the air fryer. You can put a couple in, but right now I'm just going to put one in. I'm going to put it in here. I'm going to turn it on air fry for 400 degrees for just 2 minutes. And then we're going to serve them. So let me see how this goes. On, Air fry, 400, 2 minutes. And here we go. I have these little cups to put them in, and I have over here the sundae syrup, the caramel sauce. I have some ready whipped cream, and I have some maraschino cherries. So you can decorate these any way you want. So let's see how our first one comes out. I have my tongs here to grab it, and my daughter is over here, Dawn. She's going to be the guinea pig. Right, Dawn?
Yes.
And she's going to taste the first one and let me know what she thinks. Now, obviously, the ice cream is going to be soft inside and it's supposed to be crunchy on the outside. So it's 1 minute. Counting down. You ready, Dawn?
I'm ready.
You're going to put goodies on top of yours?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, it's looking good. Ooh, and it smells good. I would say, you know, make them as you're going to eat them because you just don't want them to sit out there next. My son Scott is over there photographing this, so he'll taste the next one. We had such a big dinner that I don't know if anybody's that hungry, but we have a lot of dessert, so there's always room for dessert, right? Hope you all had a good Father's Day. Happy Father's Day to all the dads, the stepdads, the granddads, the dads of their furry pets, and anyone else who has the role of a dad. All right, let's see, 2 minutes are up. Oh yeah, this looks good. Let me just take the foil right out of here. Oh, too hot. Let me get this out. Oh, does this look good? Oh yeah, oh yeah. I'm gonna put it right in there. Look at that. Here, Dawn.
Thank you.
I'm gonna let Dawn do the taste testing. So let me know, Dawn, what you think.
Well, let's see. I'll put a little whipped cream on. And I have to put a cherry on because those are my favorite.
I'm tasting what was on the foil. Mmm, oh good, crunchy.
Yeah.
Mmm, I think these might be a success.
Let's see.
What do you think, Dawn?
Crunchy exterior.
Good.
What kind of ice cream is this?
Vanilla.
Mmm.
Good.
Very crunchy. And the ice cream is nice and hard on the inside.
All right. So,
Good job.
2 thumbs up?
Yes.
All right, very good. Let me get my next one in. I'll give that to Scott. See what he thinks. Like I said, these are well worth it, but it does take patience. All right, air fryer on. 400, 2 minutes. You don't want to air fry these too long because you don't want them to melt. Hope you enjoyed this video and watched me make these fried ice cream balls. You can find them when you go in Mexican restaurants. Usually they're on the menu as a dessert. They took patience, they took some time. I did leave the freezer overnight, but as you can see, my daughter was the taste tester for the first one and she said 2 thumbs up. They're really, really good. So I hope you all had a wonderful Father's Day. If you didn't subscribe to my channel yet, make sure you do. Go down and hit that bell and the subscribe. And come on back. And I will see you all very soon. Toodles!